My name is Noah Morales Rivera. I plan to have a future career in web development as an information scientist. For my digital storytelling assignment, I have picked GitHub as my chosen website that I will end up using in the future. What is GitHub? GitHub is a website and cloud-based service that allows developers to access and modify code for their projects. In order to achieve this, it utilizes version control and Git. What is version control? Version control is a software development practice that consists of taking a main body of source code, duplicating it, and modifying it without the potential risk of breaking your code and being stuck not knowing what's causing the issues and how to fix them, rendering the code unusable. Because the original code is available to go back to after you figured out how to make new additions. With the original code, you can go back and finalize any changes that you want to make to the original. What is Git? Git is a specific open source version control system created by software engineer Linus Torvalds. It allows developers to see changes in code bases and other text-based applications. What does GitHub do exactly? GitHub combines the cloud, Git, and version control to offer a user-friendly alternative to having to use command lines, allowing for less tech-savvy users the opportunity to utilize Git and version control. GitHub also allows for the hosting of public code repositories, something especially useful in open source projects. How could GitHub benefit me in my future career? Because my future career is focused on the creation and maintenance of websites, many features of GitHub could potentially help in making sure everything is running smoothly. It also allows for multiple people to make changes to the website if a group project is being built over time. Before I get on to my final thoughts, I just want to show off a little bit of how GitHub kind of works. I don't really have like a big example, but it's just some basics here. You can just click here to make a new repository. You can just give it like a name, like I don't know, like example repository. Like a basic description, example, yeah. And then you can just create it here. And there's a lot of features here that you can use to kind of, work with your project and keep track of everything. Here's where you see the main code. Any issues that you have will appear here, which makes it much easier to find anything wrong with your current project. Here's pull requests, actions, pretty basic stuff. Here's some, like you can make like new projects here. Here's a wiki. You can have like a history of kind of how everything's gone and what stuff means. Security for how it's just security stuff. Insights and settings here for customizing and making any changes that you potentially want. For my final thoughts, my opinion, GitHub is a really important app for any aspiring web developer to have in their arsenal. I would go as far as to say that it could be necessary to utilize if you want to have a career in today's world of web development. I would definitely recommend it to anyone even slightly interested in the topic of web development. It's also just useful to know in general if you're in the field of technology, it's just at all. Anyways, that's my project on GitHub. Yeah, have a good day.